Just go with it.
We'll pretend it is. I mean, plain jizz isn't sound either, but whatever. Anyway, let's fucking start. Hello, everyone. I am Zazubaar, and welcome to the long-awaited, as in 2 weeks, sequel to the first episode of the Sons of Serizawa podcast. Welcome to episode 2. Joining me just like last time, I have Mr. Adam Noyce.
Hey, guys.
And I also have Mr. Dylan McCandless. Hello.
Hi.
And once again, Gorzard isn't here.
Only this time he's not going to show.
What a fucking surprise.
Except this time, while he was late last time, he ain't showing up at all this time. So we, of course, had to find ourselves a fill-in. And someone who has kind of made his way into our circle recently, but has been listening to us for years and has been a really great commenter for years, and a fellow awesome Kaiju fan, appropriately named, we have Mr. Kaiju Noir. Hello, sir. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, and thanks for having me joining you guys.
So, since your name is called Kaiju Noir, have you ever thought about making, like, the Kaiju remake to Casablanca or something? That's a film noir.
The thought has always crossed my mind, although I've always dreamed of somehow combining both genres into one, although I've never really come up with, like, a perfect combination of such. I mean, I've seen giant robots and film noir being combined with, like, an anime such as The Big O, but when it comes to giant monsters in film noir, yeah, it's something that I still haven't quite speculated how it would work, but it's something that I've always wanted to see.
Can you imagine the remake of Casablanca that's in the Godzilla universe?
All the monsters are in fucking, like, trench coats and hats and shit. And Godzilla's like, here's looking at you, kid. And he's looking at fucking Mothra.
We'll meet again, Mothra.
Of all the islands.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
I always knew that Godzilla had a tiny crush on Mothra. I always knew it.
Of all the islands in all the world, why'd you have to come onto mine?
Yes! I did a small parody of it a couple months back, but it was really short, and I have been wanting to expand that kind of concept. It is really interesting.
And I absolutely loved it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I can't take the credit for it because someone else wrote it, but I thought that the music and the delivery was really funny. So this is the Sons of Serizawa podcast, episode 2, and I wanted to start out somewhere because I know since he's probably forgotten already, and if I don't remind myself, I'm going to forget. So we're going to say it now. Dylan has an announcement.
Oh, yeah.
I reminded him about something that's going to happen on his channel. How clever am I?
Okay, so up to now, I'm sort of become famous for not posting anything.
Infamous.
But that is about to change. I actually got a couple things coming up. First and foremost is a series that I call Kaiju Spotlight, in which I'm not going to be talking about Kaiju movies. I'm going to be talking about the monsters themselves. So, their origins, their designs, what I like about them, what I dislike about them, whatever. And I've actually already made a first episode. Actually, it's already been uploaded to YouTube. I just haven't released it publicly. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as Bill releases this podcast, I'm going to go over there and switch it to public, so you can go check that out immediately after this, if you want to.
It's really good, so do it.
Yeah, he's already seen it. He gave it his stamp of approval.
Which doesn't mean much, but still.
Me anything.
I'm pretty sure it's worth more than the Kaiju Noir stamp of approval, since you're more well-known than I.
But, Adam, there's a reason I haven't shown it to you, because you'll see when you watch it. Anyway.
Adam.
Why?
Adam, you're gonna love it.
Why?
But
anyway. Can I get an inkling?
No, because there's no way I can give you an inkling without spoiling it completely.
Yeah. Adam, I burst out loud laughing, and you're probably bust the gut.
But anyway, and then the second thing that I need to announce is coming up here soon. Me and Bill are going to do a series where we talk about all the Dragon Ball Z movies.
We are,
and that's not going to include Evolution.
We are not talking about Evolution.
You bring it up just like, all right, Dragon Ball Evolution. Okay, now the next one.
No, all of the animated ones.
No, we're just like, well, that happened.
Maybe someday in the future we'll rip that movie a new one, but I just don't have the energy right now.
Oh, we would have to do a commentary on that movie because I can't. I have never attempted to review it, and I never will because it's unreviewable and how bad it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
what would you rather see, Dragon Ball Evolution or Zilla 98?
Oh, Zilla 98,
Zilla 98.
hands down.
Zilla 98.
Zilla 98.
I can at least say
And
if I at least watch Zilla 98, because even though I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan, I've seen Dragon Ball Evolution, and God, was that shit.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Dragon Ball Evolution is not only a really terrible adaptation of the source material, it's also an atrocious piece of shit movie.
Which though is...
At least Zilla 98 is just generic.
Yeah. It's got all the problems that 98 has, but way worse.
Yeah. Also, that kid from fucking War of the Worlds. That's all I have to say. If he's the biggest name in that movie, that's frightening.
From like the 2005 War of the Worlds?
Yeah, I think his name is Justin Chadwick.
Oh, but come on, the 2005 War of the Worlds wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
I
but
actually like that movie. I thought
No. I like it too, but my point is, if that's the biggest star in the movie, that's a problem.
okay. Yeah.
In terms of selling it to a wide audience.
That kid from War of the Worlds.
Starring that one kid who came out of Tom Cruise's sperm in that movie's universe.
And
Get
Xiao
that
Young
picture out of your head. Well, there's
Wow.
freaking Scientology right there in that show.
Yeah, that's Scientology for you. 5 minutes in, we're already talking about
certain
jizz.
people.
But 5 minutes in, we're already talking about jizz. What does that say about this podcast? I don't know.
I know.
Most conversations either resort to sex or sex or shit, and jizz has something to go with sex. So I say we're doing pretty good so far.
Well, here's the thing. Last week we opened on shit, or not last week, 2 weeks ago we opened on shit and ended on jizz.
So yeah.
So maybe to start some kind of tradition, we need to end on shit this week.
We really ran the gamut last time.
Well, I think
We really ran the gamut
up with Dragon Ball Evolution.
Well, we brought up shit in that way. Oh, you clever. Oh.
Oh,
See
you
what you did there?
Fuck you.
But actually, Kaiju Noir.
Yeah.
Since Gorzard recommended you,
Mm-hmm.
in order to initiate you into the ranks of the Sons of Serizawa,
Mm-hmm.
he gave me a mission to relay to you.
Okay.
He tells me you do a pretty good impression of Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try.
Hang on.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
I want you to do something very specific.
Okay.
I want you to give me a Twitter-sized review of Godzilla 98 in the style of Patrick Warburton.
Okay. I don't know how this is gonna come out. Let's see.
If you succeed, you will officially be a son of Serizawa.
Oh boy. Not too much pressure, eh?
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
It's all riding on this, but no pressure.
No pressure.
The entire fate of the universe depends on you nailing this impression. If you fail, you will never get laid again.
The green slime is coming.
I think it's knocking on my door already. Who is it? Alright.
It's the green slime. Fucking do the impression.
Alright, Patrick Warburton here to talk about Zilla 98. Let's see, it's got a monster in it, and that's about it. That was Patrick Warburton here. Don't really know much to say about it, other than that it's not that good. I mean, you gotta think to yourself, what kind of fans he thought up of this stuff? It kinda makes me feel like watching the original Godzilla. Peter! What are you trying to do? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Joe. I'm trying to make my own. I'm trying to make my own Godzilla here. Peter! What are you trying to do? You're trying to make it worse. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Joe. It's all right. Peter! You're making him. Peter.
You are officially a member of the Sons of Serizawa.
That was the longest Twitter post I've ever read. But
I was just like going off on a tangent here.
Dude, that was fantastic.
I love that poster. I was like, yay.
You fucking nailed it, man. You fucking nailed it. Now we just need a duel between Patrick Warburton and Christopher Walken.
Look, pal, McGobb first, a buddy second.
Hey, okay, look, Patrick, I know you played the Tick, and that's cool and all, but I met Batman, and you can't unmeet Batman, because if you do, you die.
Okay, Batman, he's cool and all, but he's no Tick. I mean, can he crack a joke with a straight face?
Well, Batman doesn't need to crack jokes, because he cracks necks. Oh, Walken here.
Well, he can crack jokes, but can he provide a sexy voice?
Oh, well, he certainly did for me. Come on, where were you guys with the drum thing on that one? Really?
I didn't fucking get it.
Never mind. So you succeeded. You were officially a member of the Sons of Serizawa.
Wow, this is probably what Spider-Man felt like after he joined the Avengers.
And then was promptly kicked out.
It's infinitely less cool than that, but okay.
Help all these kids out of the burning building. Sorry, I'm not a part of the Avengers, Captain America.
Can you imagine if Marvel did that?
I think I've actually seen I've seen that
picture.
Yeah, you see that meme of 60s Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Godzilla voices his approval.
Woo!
Hang on, everyone. There's a chance that David might be joining us, so this will be a 5-man Sons of Serizawa podcast. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but you guys
have a 5-some.
It's gonna be 5 guys. Dun dun dun.
My God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh
Ah.
my.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh guys, we came up with the most. Me and Dylan were talking about Bond last night.
Yeah.
And we came up with the most genius meme for Bond ever. Whenever Bond makes a sexy quip about a woman in the films, you just insert a clip of George Takei going, "Oh my."
Oh my.
Let's just take the end of The Spy Who Loved Me as an example. Bond, what are you doing? Keeping the British end up, sir.
Oh my.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum-bum.
Da 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 da. See, it kind of falls apart without the music, but with the music, it's really funny. I assure you.
It needs the music from Octopussy.
We're at an all-time high. That was a joke we made too. That essentially that theme song could be the theme song for Strangers.
Silence.
Hater. I just can't believe you
Awkward.
said that. It was so funny.
Still trying to do it.
Go back and pay the bill, Peter. You have no one to run in with the law.
You just nailed how he goes, Hater.
Peter. I think that was the first word I ever said with the impersonation.
Yeah, it was perfect. I mean, it was like if it had animation, you could pass off as Patrick Warburton.
I was just typing him up on Family Guy, and it was a video of him going, Peter. It was a compilation, and I was like, Jesus Christ, he nailed it.
And also, your What If Peter was also pretty good.
Really, I haven't practiced Peter too much.
So you could also do Ted, so you could pick up slutty women with that impression. I don't know if that's something you want to try, but
Yeah, you just have to do the Peter thing with a Boston accent on top of it.
I swear to God, you sound like Peter from Family Guy. I don't know how that will.
that was it was better when you had Patrick Warburton around it.
Yeah.
But it was still alright.
Well, you have that annoying Boston accent, when they start screaming, "Oh, harder, harder! Oh yeah!
That's my favorite part of that movie.
Harder!" My favorite part was the hooker shit in the unrated version, the hooker shit was freaking hilarious. Well, that's what she was doing over there. She was taking the squat over there. You see, I thought she was just insane or something. No,
well, Adam, I never knew you could do a Boston accent.
I could also do it a wee bit of an Irish accent, too. If you think about it, I can't fix the engines, Captain.
There'll be whales here!
Captain, Admiral, there'll be whales here!
Kaiju Noir, you were saying something?
Oh yeah, it's just that I guess it's hard for me to pull. It would be hard for me to pull off a Boston accent because here in San Diego there are no people here with Boston accents or any Eastern accents whatsoever. So it'd be pretty hard to learn from experience, I guess.
Well, then you have like the New Jersey accent, which I really hope I'm pissing people off with this. Where they're like they're speaking loud on their phone, and I hate to say it, but that episode of South Park nailed it perfectly because that is exactly what they're like. They're all tan. Right. It is exactly.
No,
right.
they're
like,
not that
Let's
way.
just speak on the phone, okay? You're a muff cabbage. You understand? You understand? You're a muff cabbage, hon. That's exactly what you are. Wait, I can't hear you over my phone because everything. I just have so much money. Look at my tan and my pecs. Look at me.
No, that's not Jersey.
And
That's the fucking Jersey Shore. That's not Jersey. Jersey is not like that if you go down there.
I was about to say, did you have your TV turned on the Jersey Shore?
He just plugged in the speaker to his laptop, just like, ha! Eat it! Eat it! Eat it!
I personally
tortures people with the Jersey Shore people.
Out of all the spoofs of Snooki, I think South Park's was the most accurate.
Yes.
Oh, because they took it so seriously, it was hilarious because she was
so
like a
funny.
creature.
She's a dark, disgusting creature of the night who likes to hump her prey.
While yelling, Snooki wants smush smush.
Snooki wants smoosh smoosh. Smoosh smoosh. Snooki wants smoosh smoosh. Ah, get off!
Did you guys know that recently she wanted to move into this town and shoot a new reality show that was going to be a spinoff of Jersey Shore. And it was one of the towns that was destroyed by Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
So it's on the Jersey coastline. But they signed a town bill that forbade her to move there and shoot the show.
That is amazing.
Slightly restored.
That is. I have a little bit of the faith in humanity o-meter just went from -20 to -19. So
yeah, it went up, didn't it? Because it's like, well, because they had a real reason. Because it's like, we don't want a fucking clown show going on over here, and we're trying to fucking rebuild our town. It's just not sensitive, and it's not going to fucking happen. So take your fucking demon child and your fucking cameras and go fucking hunt your fucking night prey somewhere else.
Of all the bills that have ever been signed in the history of the United States of America, this is the most important.
I would agree with that.
I would love you. You just totally made fun of Star Trek, but yet totally did something perfect. Oh, love you.
But you see, the only one that would have outdone that is if they actually would have signed that bill to build the Death Star.
That would have been great, because Congress couldn't ignore that. They'd have to do it, and I would be willing to spend every single cent I've ever had to build a Death Star, which a part of me is like, well, what the fuck would we use it on?
The moon!
The moon!
Oh, no, now the water benders can't water bend.
We would just... What?
The water
that was
benders
a reference.
Personally, I would rather have our money go towards giant robots than Death Star, but that's just me.
Oh, we need Jaegers.
Yeah, because everybody else is preparing for the zombie apocalypse. I'm worried about the kaiju apocalypse. Am I the only one?
Monster apocalypse!
No, we will cancel the apocalypse!
Oh, we're going to cancel the apocalypse! I'm sorry. Anyways, here's
call Crimson Typhoon.
Here's what I'm scared of.
Hang on, guys. David Joshua Hernandez is joining the call.
Woo! Double power.
Now, he's 10 minutes late this time, so...
Everybody, when he gets on, say fuck you. Fuck you.
So everyone wait.
With like a Jersey accent. Hey!
Oh, fuck you!
Oh,
fuck you, you fucking shit!
Oh, man, Jesus, you'll be 10 minutes late. My God, my dead grandmother moves faster than that.
Yeah, so...
Jesus, you mother of Christ, you muff cabbage. Jesus, mother of God.
That time.
The fuck are you doing, David Joshua Hernandez? Jesus.
Hey, say something right here.
I'm assuming those welcome backs are for me.
No, I just said your name for nothing there, sweet cheeks. Jesus, mother of Christ.
Yeah, we just happened to say your name.
Just be lucky your name ain't Jamie or it ain't like Teresa or something, because Jesus, I'd be like screaming your head off, man, because that's exactly what you are. You are white trash, even though I'm pretty sure you're Hispanic. So...
You are... Hey, man, how's it going?
I have to ask. Whose idea was to do the Jersey Shore thing?
That was Adam's idea.
Merry Christmas, David Joshua Hernandez. That's what you get for being late. Now bend over and pick up that hook of shit. Jesus,
a book of shit?
Later on, when you listen to this podcast, David, you'll really love that.
Yeah, when you listen back to it, you're going to be like, now
it all makes sense, because now it explains why Adam's speaking in some sort of a Boston-New Jersey accent.
Yeah, you said Jersey correct, but you didn't. Everything else sounded Bostonian.
Boston, but New Jersey? But once again, New Jersey, or is it like Jersey?
Jersey.
There we go. New Jersey, but Boston is where I'm really...
Boston
is where I'm really focusing on here.
This is why I don't even attempt Yankee accents. I prefer to stay on my own side of the Mason-Dixon.
Well, if you're going for a New England accent, then you have to add an R randomly throughout.
Dylan, rock 'em with your Southern gentleman.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Improv, man. Improv.
Well, I don't really know what you want me to say with my Southern lawyer voice.
Hang on, David has an idea. David, what's your idea?
Say this. Don't disrupt the students while class is in session.
Okay, don't disrupt the students while the class is in session.
Please do not interrupt this class. You gotta go.
Yeah.
There's also, there's also the Foghorn Leghorn thing where he's just like, listen here, boy, I'm not just talking to him, my mouth.
I said that son here is about as sharp as the flat end of a nail.
Now, I just want to know, on the racist meter, where does that stand? Is it Song of the South, or is it Samuel L. Jackson dialogue?
Well, see, here's the thing, Bill. Contrary to popular belief, Southern is not a race.
No, but I mean, when he says boy, you know what he's referring to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I went there. I called out Froghorn Leghorn on his bullshit.
It's not entirely inaccurate. No, but also...
Now I'm picturing Foghorn Leghorn in the cartoon bits of Song of the South.
He's just like, he's carrying around a noose.
But see,
at the fact that you're like,
I said, look at the doodah, boy.
Where's the racistometer? Is it on the Disney Song of the South or Samuel L. Jackson?
Well, if you watch the movie Jackie Brown, the first 15 minutes, I swear to God that how many times he says the N-word, it's like a different language. I mean, holy shit.
Clearly, nigga.
It is a Quentin Tarantino film. He likes to drop that word every so often.
He likes to drop that word a lot.
You think he chose to make films just as an excuse to say the N-word?
Well, no, you think he writes those characters in order to come up with an excuse to say that word?
I know that's why we're doing it.
Yeah, we constructed this whole podcast so we could bring up Froghorn Leghorn, so we could say the N-word and get away with it. Yeah, totally.
No, I don't know. I don't think my favorite line Samuel L. Jackson ever says is, "I am sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane," because that movie is so awesome.
Awesomely horrendous. No, but have you guys ever heard the TV dub of Snakes on a Plane?
Oh my god, I'm sick of these mother-sucking
No.
No, was it goddamn?
These monkey-loving snakes on this Monday through Friday plane.
Monkey loving?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? And why do the snakes love monkeys? And why not some other hominid or some other primate? Why specifically monkeys?
Now that we're speaking about TV censorship, I love it how whenever somebody says "God damn" on TV, they mute out the word "God" but leave the word "damn" in there. So it's just like you, damn.
Yeah. Well, they always leave out the wrong part of the cursed word.
I know.
They always leave out hole and not ass. It's like
I'm like, why are you bleeping out hole? Is hole suddenly a swear? So, like, if you ever watch a movie that has to do with, like, a black hole or something, it's going to be like, look, the black! Everyone's going to be like, oh, you racist motherfucker.
What is Froghorn Leghorn doing in this movie?
Monkey loving.
Monkey loving. That's what they say.
I say whoever came up with that is about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Oh, wait. No, guys. I think I just discovered a conspiracy. The people who run the TV stuff who run that are secretly promoting bestiality and are secretly working with the writers of Twilight.
Oh my God!
See, this is how Planet of the Apes really gets started.
because first snakes started loving monkeys, and then they put it in a movie, and then Samuel L. Jackson started loving monkeys, and then eventually a man by the name of Michael J. Nelson started loving monkeys, and then we got the world of Planet of the Apes.
Because the monkeys became self-aware.
Wait, do you guys get that reference? I really hope one of you gets that reference.
Michael J. Nelson one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, duh.
Who didn't get that reference because you're leaving this podcast?
Awkward silence. No, they didn't fucking get it.
Everyone leave. Go in the corner.
Okay.
Go in the corner.
Adam just legit left, and he's the one that got it.
Adam just legit left this call.
And he's the one that got it. Unless he was lying.
Can I come out of the corner now?
No, you will stay there until I say you can come out, Kaiju Noir.
Bill, did you give him
think about what you did.
Bill,
that Kaiju Noir?
Did you give him the dunce cap?
I gave him the dunce cap.
Okay, good.
Was that Kaiju Noir? I couldn't tell, because he sounds like Adam right now.
That's Kaiju Noir. Say hi.
There are 5 of us here, Gorser.
Am I allowed to say hi, David?
He sounds like Adam right now. I can't tell the difference.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?
Wait. Adam.
Yes.
I want you to quote some of Dr. Serizawa's dialogue now. Alright, say A-bombs to A-bombs, H-bombs to H-bombs. Where will it stop?
A-bombs to A-bombs, H-bomb to H-bombs. Where will it stop?
Now, Andre, same line. Go.
A-bombs to A-bombs, H-bombs to H-bombs. Where does it end?
Okay.
How the fuck do they sound similar, David?
Where does it stop?
Yeah, clearly my voice is the more sexier one of the two.
Hey, them's fighting words.
Them be fighting words, Adam.
Actually,
Fighting words. Are you strutting?
Actually, I have an answer to this question. I think it ends at the F.
Want to go, bro? Come on,
come at me, bro. You want to go? Oh, are you disrespecting me,
bro? Take a swing, bro.
Are you disrespecting me, bro? Because I don't.
My mother was a saint,
bro.
Whoa!
I'm not here to fight, bro.
My mother now, Bill. Are you insulting my mother? Don't you ever insult my mother?
Don't you? No, hang on. Hang on.
You, bro.
Hang on. There's this moment in Dragon Ball Z Abridged where fucking Frieza says to Guru, I'll be back for you, Slug, and he says, leave my brother out of this.
Leave my brother out of this.
That was fucking genius.
No.
Whoever wrote that line in Team 4-Star, they deserve a blowjob. See, Kaiju Noir, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but on the Sons of Serizawa podcast, we like to offer 2 things. One is a year-long supply of plane jizz to run your car and/or plane, though that'd be kind of stupid.
But you have to get it yourself.
You have to pump it yourself, yeah. So you gotta go out in the back of Dylan's house and pump out the old JJ.
Wait. I just gotta warn you.
No,
I just gotta warn you. Andre, I just gotta warn you. sometimes the muffler can get a little dry, so just use some Vaseline and lube her up.
Yeah, and then you just gotta. Sometimes you really gotta work the shaft really nice. Otherwise, it's not gonna come out.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not gonna set him up with JJ. I'm gonna set him up with Big Jake. We gotta break him in.
And if you're lucky, the helicopter will show up.
He'll watch the whole thing with his big eyes.
Oh my god. Well, legit, the whole time we were looking at that picture, wondering what we were looking at, it was Andre stroking Big Jake.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, now everything makes sense.
Everything is coming together.
We have completed the epic tale of JJ the Jet Plane.
JJ just drops dead.
Oh my god, we were able to do what normal things would do in 3 movies in 2. My god, we are geniuses.
Yes, and actually the Sons of Serizawa podcast runs the length of an actual movie, thus making us even more geniuses.
Oh my god.
Even more geniuses.
That makes us...
We might be film scholars. We might be film scholars, but we ain't no English majors.
The science may in fact be sound, but the grammar is most certainly not.
No, the science most certainly ain't. There ain't no comprehension in this entire conversation.
Oh, okay. For that, I gotta switch from my southern gentleman to my redneck voice.
We done good. We done good on Sons of Serizawa. We done good.
We done real good.
Because poor literacy is
cool.
Strategery.
Defiantly.
A nuclear for liberation.
Wow.
That was intense.
I have to commend us, though. We managed to turn Plain Jizz into a household name, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But we did it, so that's a good thing.
Are people saying it elsewhere now?
I've been seeing it in a lot of comments, so I mean that's a good thing.
Well, that's the Jizzometer. We created the Jizzometer.
We did create the Jizzometer. Now let me. All right, that's a good segue. Thank you, Adam. Fucking awesome segue, man. Pat on the back.
Yeah, I got a pat on the back from Bill
So,
Murphy.
guys,
My life is fucking complete.
You got the Zazubaar stamp of approval. How does it feel?
I am honored.
Now here's the problem. It's also a brand, so it hurts a little bit. And I gotta stick you right on the ass cheek, so it kind of hurts, but it's worth it. It's that awesome Zazubaar logo with like the Jurassic Park thing with the name.
Wait, so you have like a cattle brand?
Yes.
That's how.
Dylan, I will not be judged. I have things in my garage that inflict pain and are designed for the private parts of the body. I will not be judged.
No, Bill, you misunderstand. I'm not judging you. That's how we handle them back home.
Okay.
By them, who are you referring to by them?
Yeah, that's the question.
The
Dylan.
giant ants.
That is yes, exactly. We breed giant ants and then we ride them up. We ride around on them. This is common.
We must ride, Sons of Serizawa. We must ride into G-Fest with our giant ants.
Oh my god! Imagine.
We must ride
into G-Fest. Hang on, you fucked up my segue now. Now my segue makes no sense. Adam, you lost the stamp of approval. I'm gonna rip it right off your ass.
You put it in permanent ink. I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna paint it with like lead paint. Wow, I just fucked up.
No, what's even better is if you take it off the way that they remove tattoos.
That's exactly what you got, Bill. You got Les Dixia.
verbal Les Dixia.
I'm a
that's a good segue though, and I don't remember what the segue was, but it's going to be a segue. So
you're not the only king of segues.
I pitched this podcast to you guys as also being one where we can kind of talk about the small news on G2014 as it comes out without having to do giant videos about them separately. And the one that I want to talk about, because of the Jizzometer thing. How does the Destroy All Monsters sequel idea by Gareth Edwards rate on the Jizzometer for you guys?
Very low.
Okay. Andre.
Just for future references, my name ends in an S. Andres.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, we got the S to sound. Oh, you're one of those people that.
Wait. Is it pronounced Andres or Andres?
Technically, it's pronounced Andres, but I've throughout the years I've heard people refer to it as Andres.
Wait. Your name is Andres?
Well, if you add like a Spanish accent to it, but
I'm totally going to call you
Andres.
Andres.
Oh, that counts me out. I'm out. I'm calling you
Andres, how
Andres.
are you doing, Andres?
My name is Andres Perez. I come from the
You killed my hamster.
You killed my father. Prepare to
You
die.
killed my hamster. Prepare to die. My name is Inigo Montoya.
Okay, I need to practice rolling my R's.
No, now you just sound like the Cowardly Lion.
No, I sound like a lawnmower that's having trouble starting.
You can't start.
But yeah, just to let you guys know, I'm okay with any pronunciation.
Andres.
Okay.
As long as it's not as long as it's not Andrew.
Okay.
All right,
I'll say it by the first one you said and just call you Andres. So,
Yeah.
Andres.
I'm going to refer to him as.
Where does the Destroy All Monsters sequel thing by Gareth Edwards rate on the Jizzometer for you?
It's probably gonna rate somewhere in the middle of the meter, because I feel like the idea of Destroy All Monsters and the concept of Monster Island really feels like something that should be saved for the third movie. I kind of feel the way I feel about the whole Destroy All Monsters idea is the same way I feel about the Superman Batman sequel. It's something that should not be used right after the first movie, in my opinion. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of build up to that.
Fair enough. I think that Batman is okay for Man of Steel 2 only because of the ending of Man of Steel.
Uh-huh.
But in terms of Godzilla, I don't know, because we're already getting more than just two monsters in the new movie. So
no, I really wanted to talk about this for a while.
Well, let me just say this. I think that it's really going to depend on how this one ends and how many monsters we're left with by the end.
Well, no.
Adam, go ahead.
When Gareth Edwards says Destroy All Monsters, I say Mothra, Rodan, Anguirus, Gorosaurus. I think of all that stuff, and I'm like, I think what Gareth Edwards needs to do, I'm not even saying it should just be Gareth Edwards. I'm saying, though, it would be interesting because it would be a nice parallel to Shirahara, but I was like, I kind of want to do a Rodan reboot, do a Mothra reboot,
So kind of do what they did with the Avengers?
Yeah, I was like, why not? And then you could have a Destroy All Monsters. If they do that, then fuck yeah, this is like on a 1 to 10 on the Jizzometer, it's like a 15. But
I don't know if Rodan needs a new movie though. Like, what would you do with him?
I do exactly what the Shiro Honda did. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, but I mean,
I would love to do a remake to Rodan. I would focus on the love allegory in it. I would focus on like I'd have the Meganura in it, and especially with the mining incidents that are going on, it'd be a nice parallel to go with. Like a lot of, like there's been a lot of mine collapses and people have been killed because of them. I think it would be a great way to tie that into the Meganura. That's interesting. That would be a great little kind of thing to kind of comment on the times there. And then Rodan again could really comment on the times of how we've lost sight of love. We've looked on greed more than anything. I would do a lot. I would absolutely love to remake Rodan.
Right, and that sounds fantastic, but I don't know if you need that to put him in a Godzilla movie.
I do. I think you should do it like the Avengers. Go ahead and fucking do it like the Avengers, but do it way more serious.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean, I don't think Rodan's origin or anything cannot just be explained in one movie.
Wait, what?
And in terms of Anguirus definitely doesn't need his own movie.
Well, no, Anguirus would be something like, oh, look at this, the monster showed up here. But like Rodan, I would love to see a reboot to. Again, for the reasons I just stated, I would love to see fucking. Well, who else? I would love to see Mothra.
Baran.
I was about to get to that.
You know what movie we need? You know what movie we really need over all of them? Jaguar movie.
Well,
I'm putting it out there right now.
I'm down with that.
The movie.
I am down with that.
I am down with.
I'm leaving. No.
I actually had a movie idea for a Jaguar movie that I actually shared with Super DM, but it ended up becoming something else because I was like, I love
you
Kaiju
picked
too much. I'm
that.
gonna keep it. I'm not giving this to Toho in the future.
Speaking
I have one that has him in it.
Speaking of things that become something else, Dave, what the hell's going on with Atragon?
Oh, I thought we agreed you were gonna take over from here.
Oh, okay. Well, I can do that.
Plan your own shit on your own time.
Yes.
No,
This is how decisions are made at the Sons of Serizawa.
they're made on the fly and without communication.
Yeah, I think we.
So where's my rating on the Jizzometer for this?
Okay, Dave, your rating on the Jizzometer for the Destroy All Monsters sequel.
You're gonna have to get a new Jizzometer because it broke.
Damn it! I just bought this one.
I want to Destroy All Monsters like
Dave, I just cleaned it too. Now there's glass everywhere. Your fucking seed is everywhere. It's disgusting. You're cleaning it up. I'm not touching it.
Now we gotta go back to the Walmart on the Jizz
look at all
file.
those David Joshua Hernandez swimming around. They've only got 7 minutes to live.
they've got his face on them.
Yes. The science of sound.
You like the science of sound. So you like this idea? Why?
Yes, because it's interesting because Garrett Edwards said that he didn't say for the sequel. He said for potential sequels.
Yeah,
Oh!
that was the thing that I also wanted to say, was that he didn't say the sequel.
Okay, I read something that was not worded correctly then. All right, I fucked up. I gone fucked up. The Jizzometer has broken for me too. Then I'm fine with that as long as Godzilla was the. I'm fine with that as long as Godzilla was the focal point. That's my biggest problem with Destroy All Monsters in Final Wars is that he's not the focal point.
Yeah, because I think by the time they had a Destroy All Monsters thing, and if they have one in this continuity or whatever, in this new continuity, like if we have a reboot to Rodan, Varan, Baragon, I guess you
Baragon doesn't need his own movie.
Well, I was going to say you might as well remake Frankenstein Conquers the World, but
yeah,
which would actually kind of be interesting. But
yeah.
But let me tell you, I want it to be treated. I want it to be done like the Avengers, but it's more serious. You know, I want it to be...
Well, you know, you don't do it like a comic book. You do it like a Godzilla movie. That's why the Avengers works like it does, because it's close. It's what the source material is. With Godzilla, you should treat it with that. Like with the Avengers, our focal point is kind of Captain America. So in the case of Destroy All Monsters, it should be Godzilla. That should be how our focal point into this world, because he's the start of it. Based on what we're hearing about the new movie, it sounds like he's going to be the catalyst for this crazy world. So in that way, I think that he should definitely be
then that will make sense, because if you look at it, without Godzilla, none of the other monsters really would have been made either, and then it also makes sense as why these other monsters would jump up, because, well, Godzilla's just the beginning.
Dylan, where is the Destroy All Monsters concept right on the Jizzometer for you with that new information in mind?
Yeah, I mean, if they did it as a second movie, not very highly at all. But if they wait a while and properly develop the universe, we could measure this in buckets, you guys.
Now, let me ask you guys this. Since here's the biggest thing with that concept. As of right now, Legendary does not have the rights to any other Godzilla monster aside from Godzilla himself.
They will.
That's because that's the only bad decision they've made so far.
Yeah.
Legendary doesn't hold the rights to Godzilla anymore. It's Warner Brothers.
No, didn't they retain the rights, and now Universal is going to produce the movie, though?
Dude, if they made a Godzilla attraction at Universal Studios, I'd be pumped. I'll be like,
oh my god,
day.
I would go. I would leave right now, guys. I'm packing my bags.
Dude, road trip. All of us get together, road trip to Universal Studios and be like the first ones in line for like the Godzilla attraction.
Fuck that.
I have a 5-seater. Let's fucking do this.
I'm still kind of pumped saying that we need to get our own like indie panel at G-Fest. So
no, Tailgate Live Podcast. Tailgate Live Podcast.
I do it.
That's happening.
No, I'm being serious about this. I really want to have our own little Sons of Serizawa indie thing, because it is without a shadow of a doubt, there is going to be a lot of people there who know who we are.
I mean, I would think that there would be a decent amount, but I mean, it's not big enough to fill up a room. That's the thing.
If we go there and nobody shows up.
That's why I said indie.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, if we had like a room, that would be different. But here's the thing.
We'll probably have like a section of the hallway.
we have
fine with that.
we have a fucking like alcove.
We have a food court. We have a food cart. That's all we have, a food cart.
We have the Sons of Serizawa food cart. No, but I'm
the hallway.
Guys, Tailgate Live podcast. We go to G-Fest, we bring my Jeep, we open up the trunk, and we do a live podcast.
Hell yeah.
I get the funny feeling that the people there are going to ask me for requests for soundtracks.
The whole time. Yeah, we have DJ Master David. That's it. DJ Master Gorzard. Gorzard, rock me with some Atragon.
Whenever you mention you see Adam has to go to that damn theme.
No, see that's perfect. We do it like an actual radio show where like we talk for a little bit and then we throw in some music.
No. Here's the thing. I would very happily bring my camera to videotape because no offense, but I probably got the best camera out of all of you guys. No offense.
Well, no, we'd have to bring audio recorders. That way it would sound good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be down for filming it too, but I mean, in order to do it properly, we'd have to have proper sound equipment, which we don't have right now.
Damn it.
We're doing it though, guys. This is official. We're gonna do a Tailgate Sons of Serizawa live podcast.
Nice.
So everyone who's going to G-Fest 2014, fucking put us on your calendar because we're gonna fucking be there.
I guess I am now.
You are gonna fucking be there. You're the one who lives closest there, cocksucker.
I am.
Here's the question. So we're all going to be riding in your Jeep, okay? Are you willing to spend that much money on gas driving to where driving to pick us all up?
No,
well, Bill, here's a little bit of info for you. I'm probably going to go to college somewhere close to you, so that's just that much less money.
Yeah, that's the thing we haven't talked about in the podcast. I'm starting college next year. Well, Adam, but when would you be moving there though? Because G-Fest is early in July.
Okay. Well, I do live.
I'd probably go earlier anyways because I'd want to know.
Yeah, so whatever. Well, I mean we do a barbecue. We have fucking like hot dogs and hamburgers. Now, because we're in the park,
chill out, man, and we'd watch giant monster movies, and then we'd
and then we talk about tits.
Yeah.
We start on Godzilla and we end on tits, just like real life.
Sounds like my Friday night.
That sounds like my version of the American dream.
No, your version of that is with Asians, so that's kind of fucked up.
Asian tits, that's what I meant.
Oh, Bill, are you racist? Are you racist?
Gorzard, one of these days you have to finish watching You Only Live Twice. You'll love it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I actually started watching
pissed.
The Sean Connery Bond films recently, and I'm on Goldfinger now. I'll eventually get to it.
You're only 2 away, man. You're only 2 away.
2 away. But just skip Thunderball, because it's fucking boring.
No, watch the theme song and then skip the rest.
It has an amazing theme song.
That's it, though. That's all it has. Otherwise, it's a fucking snore fest.
Watch the opening credits and then just skip to the next one.
Yeah, you only live twice is Thunderball done right.
Unless you just want to stick around for the plot that has no bearing on the next movie anyway.
I fucking love You Only Live Twice. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, the only thing that Thunderball has over You Only Live Twice is the guy who plays Felix is awesome because he reminds me of Clint Eastwood, but that's it.
Well, I also got to say this. Donald Pleasance is my epitome of what Blofeld should look like.
Oh, yeah. He is hands down the best Blofeld. The Blofeld and fucking Diamonds Are Forever can go fuck himself.
He's in You Only Live Twice. He plays the guy who Bond's contact in Japan.
Okay, yeah. I thought he looked familiar.
It's fucking weird.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, his name's Charles Gray. And,
yes.
I thought Telly Savalas was pretty good too. I was pretty happy with him as well. He's definitely my second favorite.
As he is mine. I really enjoy him.
I think Telly Savalas is a great character actor anyways, but
yeah, he plays kind of a weird. He plays a lot more of a suave Blofeld. I just
love that line where he says, "I may yet surprise you," and I was just like, "Oh, that's pretty good." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, totally.
It's so surprising when you see him on screen for the first time because you're like, "Whoa, Blofeld, you grew a few inches."
Well, he also kind of looks like Blofeld too.
The only thing
Oh,
he
yeah,
had was
totally.
the scar. And, well, I think, did he have a little scar? I can't remember. Actually, I haven't seen him.
No, he got rid of it.
Yeah, okay.
It's implied that he goes through a disguise change anyway, because they mention him cutting off. Me and Dylan actually talked about this last night, because they say he cut off his earlobes. So I think we're supposed to assume that he got some kind of plastic surgery to hide the scar. So who knows? I mean, with Charles Gray, they do outright say he got plastic surgery. So who knows?
And hair plugs.
And hair plugs. I don't know how that was. And then he started wearing drag. Who the fuck knows what was going on with those writers?
Let me tell you what, Bill. I can explain it all easily, and that is with this. Meth is a hell of a drug, man.
The science is sound. The science is sound.
But Bill, at least he didn't use DNA replacement surgery.
Oh Christ! Yeah, they do that in fucking Die Another Day. And that was even worse, because it didn't go through all the way. So you have this weird, like, Asian white person crossover, and it's really weird.
Well, here's the thing with the DNA replacement surgery in Die Another Day, and this is all I'm going to say about it. The science is not sound.
The science is not sound.
The science is fucking retarded, man.
It is most illogical.
The science in that movie is not sound in any way, because fucking...
Invisible car.
He shoots the laser at... No, that's not even most of it. He shoots a laser at a mansion comprised entirely of ice.
And it takes time to melt.
And only the furniture melts. How does that make sense?
Well, that sounds just about as much... Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
You see, Bill, that's because of movie magic.
Because of the power of
magic.
The power of pseudoscience. Anyway.
It is the
Here's the explanation. Wizards.
Kaiju Noir.
Here's the explanation. Wizards.
Wizards.
Yes.
So now we're just putting magic in the James Bond.
You're a wizard, Bond.
Clearly.
You're a wizard, James. I'm 50 years old. Why are you telling me this now? I'm basically going to die in a year.
I've been lost.
Yeah,
listen, I got lost on the way here. There were some really great hookers on the way over here. I don't know if you know that.
They keep messing things up. They told Harry way too soon he's going to get like a psychosis or something. You know, you go up to an 11-year-old and you're like, you're a Jesus, Harry. But then you go to like Bond and he's 50. You know, they need to find a better age to like break this news.
I think that 17 is the good one, because at that point they've got hormonal problems, so they will fuck anything that moves. So I think that's a good reason to save the world.
I'm so happy that I never really went through that time where I just wanted to stick my dick in anything. Because
I'm still. I never left that time, so.
Are we still on the wizard thing?
Yeah.
No. We're talking about puberty now.
Now we're talking about cocks.
Because I was about to say.
What you all don't realize is that right now Bill is reenacting the thing from American Pie.
No, fuck you.
I never wanted to eat.
Now wait. All of you just imagine that. Gay.
Bill, you remember that one troll that we were talking about that goes to videos and just randomly types gay?
Oh, yeah, okay, so there's this guy who commented on the previous, not this last live show, but the one before that, who wrote gay just randomly on the top of the comments. And I left this great comeback, which was like, to what are you referring? Me, Dylan, the live show? Are you coming out of the closet? Are you commenting on YouTube? What does this mean?
What is the context?
Context, man. We need context.
Because all we can figure is that he's just like this troll that just randomly goes on to videos and just types gay.
Yeah, just randomly gay.
It's like that one guy who just like sticks his head into a classroom or whatever. He's like gay and just like quickly runs away.
And no one even feels the compulsion to chase him because it was so random. They're just like, what?
Because this guy's just popping into people's houses. Gay.
He bursts through the window. Gay. Then he runs out.
We decided.
Never see it.
We decided what's going to happen to him is that he's going to accidentally do that and walk into like a gay section dungeon.
And they're just like, yes.
He doesn't even finish saying. He doesn't even finish saying it. He's just like, gay. Oh.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. Continue.
I just want to say, actually, slightly on a more serious note, since we were all saying gay. I got a personal message the other day from from somebody who's been following me on YouTube for quite a while, and he basically just like it's like I can't. He was like I can't. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was just like I can't stand this anymore, and he's like, and he basically just sent me a message saying how depressed he was because he was gay, and he just asked. He was like, Adam, can you help me? And I was like, wow. Never had that happen to me before, but it was kind of touching because I was like, I'm glad that
you're like fucking Sherlock Holmes, but you like people just come to you and want help.
To totally kill the mood, please tell me you didn't just type back at him and be like, gay!
Oh, no. We are assholes. No. See, the new tagline of the Sons of Serizawa podcast is, we're a bunch of fucking assholes.
Fucking asshole. I'm pretty sure if you type that up on like our Tumblr or something like that, if we ever made a Tumblr, our faces would pop up.
You just type in asshole, and we just pop up with the faces. We're just like curmudgeons, just like.
Mine wouldn't. I'm mysterious, motherfuckers.
No, but on the next live show, you're going to be on camera. Ha ha.
Oh yeah.
Dylan's face will not be mysterious for much longer.
Oh, cool. Wait, Bill.
He's going to wear a Rorschach mask.
Bill.
Some of you may go mad.
Bill.
Some of you might kill yourself.
Because it turns out I'm actually Cthulhu.
Bill.
Adam, you're trying to say something. Yes.
If you do a live podcast thing, can you not invite in?
I will not. Well, he's not a Sons of Serizawa, so that would make sense.
Thank you.
That's okay, Adam. It's okay, man. Come here. Hug.
Virtual hug.
That's just where the podcast ends. We just cut to like some really cheesy music.
Adam, you sound like this is something Cartman would do, like plan a social event and then just be like, but Kyle cannot come.
Kyle cannot come. Anyways, so wait, Dylan, did you watch that after my like 20 comment rant about that live chat about Ian? Basically, Ian and the trolls that is Bill's audience.
Not all of you. Just want to say that because they're the ones watching and commenting and liking and fueling the YouTube fire.
This is part of Adam's shtick.
But the last comment I posted was, so in the end, and then it was and the link, and it was Worf going, I protest. I am not a merry man. And I was like, thank you.
Turned a negative into a major positive. I'll just put it that way.
That was great.
Well, I was just sick of it because he kept interrupting Dylan, and then.
All right, let's not talk about it. Let's not bring it up, please.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later, Adam.
No, I want you to know what I'm really pissed off about. So.
Let's just not talk about it. It's not worth bringing up. Anyway, so on that note, I also wanted to bring up something else because I mentioned last week that if any of you guys out there in the audience wanted to drop some topics for us to discuss, more than welcome. Since we just kind of go into it talking about whatever. So if you have a concept you want us to touch on, we'll touch on it and see where that takes us. And one that we got at least 2 or 3 requests to do is talk about the potential Gamera reboot. We got at least 2 or 3 comments mentioning this and asking about it, and there was quite a long discussion on Toho Nation this week about it. So I figured we might as well bring it up on the podcast. So Gamera reboot. It's probably gonna happen.
It probably will. I don't think it's gonna happen in America, but
no, probably not.
May I ask?
I want to say this, Bill. If it ever does get rebooted in America, I really want you to do it.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
I really want you to do it because I fucking love your idea. Like I just remember after you told me it, I kept thinking about it, and I was like, God, he's really got something good going there. That's something that your idea, Bill, which I actually hope you do a video on it eventually. But
I'm planning on it
because I'll be completely honest, and I'm not just saying that because I'm really focusing on my Godzilla series, and I'm not just saying this, Bill. Trust me, I'm not. I really think that your Gamera trilogy or whatever idea blows your Godzilla stories out of the water. Just in terms of where you're going with it. in terms of its message, in terms of its meaning and stuff like that. I think it really does. It just completely blows your Godzilla stories out of the water.
Yeah.
And to be
No,
honest,
fair
I'm
enough.
a little jealous because again, my Gamera reboot idea was just basically a reverse version of GMK.
But for the uninitiated, which is everyone else except me and Adam, because this was a private conversation, what we're referring to is, we were talking once, and I pitched him a very, very bare-bones premise for a Gamera movie. Because I've been getting personal messages from Kaiju fans, and I'll let you guys weigh in on this as well, because I'll rant, I know it, about what the tone should be and how Gamera should be done. And one message I got, I won't say this person's name, but was that they thought that a Gamera reboot should take the same tack as the Godzilla one is, and do Gamera as a force of destruction. And I think that's a terrible idea.
I do too. And I just want to say...
I know who you're talking about, and...
We won't say his name, but yeah.
I just want to say, in my Godzilla the Immortal, I, of course, have Gamera in that. And Gamera is actually built with G-cells, and so I have their origins pretty similar, if you know what I mean. And a lot of people are like, oh, that sounds stupid. But then I explain what it is. And again, Gamera's a good guy on mine, because he's what Godzilla should have become, but didn't. Gamera is, again, a good guy because he was shown love. He was shown compassion by the humans, while Godzilla was shown none of that. He was always just shunned and blocked off, and so he hates humanity, while Gamera loves humanity because he's seen what we can do. He sees that we are good, while Godzilla has not seen that. And so that explains to me, that explains why he would defend humanity more than because I didn't want to just make him naturally good. I just didn't, because I mean, and the reason why was because Shizuke Kaneko did such a great job at doing that I felt like I'd just be ripping him off completely, and I felt a little guilty because I was like, I'd just be ripping him off.
Well, let me just bounce this off to you guys. So we'll start with Dylan. Dylan, Gamera in the reboot, good guy or bad guy?
Good guy, because Gamera is more of it's Godzilla's place to be the anti-hero. He's the Wolverine of this equation, whereas Gamera is more of the Captain America.
Yeah, that's a great parallel.
Actually, no, Jesus, I wasn't even going to say that. You know what I was going to say? I was going to say, like, well, of course, I always like Godzilla as being evil, but I was going to say, like, I always looked at Gamera more as, like, a Batman comparison than anything else.
I've always said Godzilla is the Kaiju version of the Hulk, which is so accurate with how they're doing Hulk in the comics right now.
Oh, especially with some of his powers, just like the G-cell thing and his regenerative abilities.
Well, even not that. It's this perception of being a monster and this hatred of modern society. That's in both of those characters. And they both express it by destroying modern society, or whatever the modern society is. But they both lower that in order to defend the Earth sometimes. And I think that's why that's a good comparison. In terms of Batman, what makes that a good comparison is that Gamera never, ever backs down from protecting the Earth.
I mean, yeah, Gamera kills. That's the only thing that... But even in some renderings of Batman, he kills. But...
well, but even... I mean, they're not the same character. But also, there's a difference...
I know.
There's a difference between... Right, Adam, I don't know if you know this, but Batman isn't Gamera.
What? I thought for sure that was his secret identity.
Wait, Bill, what's a Gamera?
You're telling me that...
Oh, that's an old reference.
Man, that was such an old thing. Oh, my God.
You're telling me that Batman is not, in fact, a giant radioactive turtle? Because I'm crushed.
No, Dylan, I know. But yeah, I think that's a good comparison. But Kaiju Noir, Gamera, good guy or bad guy in the reboot?
Oh, definitely good guy. I mean, it's the way he's been portrayed over the years. He has always been sort of like the anti-Godzilla, where whether the movies were meant for kids or young adults, he's always been that force for good. Always been a more portrayed as a more positive figure in throughout the history of kaiju films. He's sort of like up there with Mothra, where he's like he's very selfless. He's willing to give up, put his life on the line for the sake of the world. and which would make it, and so with the new Godzilla movie coming up, it'd be nice to have a movie where Gamera's the good guy in order to set it far apart from from Legendary's Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally cool with a dark Gamera movie, but in the same way I'm cool with a dark Superman movie. As long as you don't change Superman's character to make it dark, that's fine. But with Gamera, it lends its way to a dark story. He just doesn't have to be a fucking sociopathic killer, or at least a destroyer like Godzilla is. But I'll talk about that in a sec.
The darkness should come from what's happening around him.
Right.
No.
David...
Sorry,
go ahead.
Now I'm imagining Gamera dressed like Batman with a gravelly voice. We got this. He's talking to Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner's like, we have this new monster on here. He calls himself Gauss. I'll look into it. And then he flies off into the night.
He jumps off and turns into the shell and spins away.
What's the difference between you and me? I'm not wearing a turtleneck.
That was clever. I like that. That was good.
And the guy that Gamera is talking to happens to be Camoebus from Space Amoeba.
Wearing a turtleneck.
No, he's like, nice shell. Springs up like in fucking Batman Begins. But anyway, David, Gamera, good guy or bad guy in the reboot?
I always saw Gamera as a good guy. I'm glad you guys made a comparison between Gamera, Godzilla, comparing it to these comic book characters, because whenever someone asks me who Gamera is, I always go into full detail of that Gamera is what Superman is to us, is what Gamera is to Japan, and Batman is to us as what Godzilla is to the Japanese. I like to make those comparisons in terms of...
Well, in terms of tone.
Actually, in terms of cultural relevance. I never meant it in tone, but then, now I got to thinking, both Batman and Superman are two entities of the same coin, and the same principle follows for Godzilla. They both represent something that's the opposite of the other. Godzilla's a force of nature. He's a symbol of nuclear destruction, while Gamera is the guardian of the universe.
Hope, yeah.
It's like late 70s superhero Godzilla. That's pretty much Gamera's entire character.
Except he's even more blatant with it because he was built for that, where that was a character development for Godzilla.
I'm gonna actually get into that when you ask me on what it is, because I'm actually going to say an answer a little bit different from you guys.
Sure,
but which, what a fucking surprise! Because I actually completely agree with you guys. You guys is just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. But David, go ahead, wrap up.
Damn it, I lost my place.
That's you were saying how Gamera is the symbol of hope, like Superman.
Right. Oh, okay. The only reason why I would think that Gamera was like this bad guy in the first film is because Dai was copying Godzilla, basically.
Yeah.
They needed their own Godzilla, but over the years, Gamera has been becoming his own monster. He wasn't a Godzilla ripoff anymore. He was like Batman. No, Superman. It was its own character. It wasn't like a ripoff of another superhero. And
right.
Gamera has always been the opposite of what Godzilla was. He's this defender of the human race, a friend of all children, and, as the title suggests, the guardian of the universe. So I don't think Gamera should ever be a villain. I mean, you could do a villainous Gamera if you do it correctly, like they did with the first one. But changing the architect of the character doesn't suit well with me if you turn him into a bad guy. He's always going to be a good guy, in my eyes anyways, and I think to a million Kaiju fans. And, yeah, you just can't fuck with that, turning him into...
That perception.
The only thing I would change is if you reboot it, drop the whole friend of all children angle.
Yeah, that's not...
Oh, no, bro. No, man, you gotta have a little... Gamera's gotta have his little Kenny. It's like his Robin.
Like, can you imagine the American reboot where we've got some little kid tagging after Gamera in the booty shorts?
Well, let me just say this to David's point. Well, here's my whole thing. Gamera is less interesting when he's evil, because that's what Godzilla does. See, I made this point when I first reviewed Guardian of the Universe. What makes it so astoundingly good, and what makes that whole series good, is how un-Godzilla it is. And that's why it stands out to Kaiju fans. That's why I don't like the Showa series, because even when Gamera did become his own thing, it still felt very derivative of Godzilla. That Heisei series feels nothing like Godzilla, but that's my whole thing. But go ahead, Adam.
Well, if I was to do an evil Godzilla rendering, which I wouldn't, but if I was, I would do what the Showa Godzilla did, and start him off as bad and slowly change him to good. I wouldn't do what fucking the Showa series, the original Gamera Showa series did, where suddenly, look, he's a good guy. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, at least with Godzilla, it was explained.
I would actually do something like Godzilla. I would explain him as in the first movie being something evil, kind of like in Gamera the Invincible, or the Giant Monster Gamera. But, fuck it, I'm still going to say Gamera the Invincible. But,
yeah, I do as well, yeah.
But, you know, over the course of maybe that movie and into the next one, I'd do something where he sees humanity as being something good. And he learns that, you know, I really shouldn't attack these people or something. Like, I shouldn't do this. Really, I should actually help defend him, because I think what makes Gamera so different from at least how my favorite versions of Godzilla are, Godzilla is so bent and set on hating humanity. Because he was created by humans. He's a monstrosity. He's a complete mutation. So he can't see the love that humanity has. Gamera, however, can, because Gamera was something created completely different from Godzilla. Godzilla was created from nuclearization, Gamera was not. And therefore, I can go off with, well, maybe he starts attacking a city because maybe he's scared. Maybe he's like an animal. He's acting frightened, because an animal will go on the offensive if cornered. It will strike back. So maybe Gamera does something like that, but maybe another monster comes up and starts attacking, specifically going after people, and Gamera sees this, is like, that's not right. You see, Godzilla would never question that, or at least how I view Godzilla. Godzilla would never say, that's not exactly right. I could picture Gamera saying, that's not right, and just stepping in and attacking the monster. And that would be how you could progress Gamera.
To throw out another metaphor, and again, I've
kind of like
go ahead.
I was thinking something maybe like the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, almost. How it's just a monster that...
Oh, he's just a stupid animal.
He's just... Well, not necessarily... Of course, I'd give him more character than that, but... You know, an animal, that's exactly what I'd do, is I'd make him an animal, and then he sees this other monster maybe attacking people or doing something, and suddenly there's this scene where it's like, you can just tell that Gamera's questioning, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be, you know, Gamera stepping in, and suddenly he becomes the guard, or the savior of the earth. He becomes, you know, the Superman of Kaiju.
He becomes Batman. No. He made an oath over a candle to avenge his parents' death, and he decided to become the Bat Turtle.
Yes.
It's funny
And we will hate him because he can take it. Because he's the kaiju we need, not the kaiju we need, but the one not the kaiju we deserve, but the one that we need.
Yeah.
He's the guardian of the universe.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sorry.
But
I know what you were trying to do there.
Just to throw out another metaphor, and again, I've got DBZ on the brain right now. It's almost like Godzilla is the Vegeta to Gamera's Goku.
Well, that's interesting too, because when
Adam said that,
what Adam was talking about was actually really interesting, because Godzilla, and David brought this up as well, Godzilla and Gamera are really two complete opposite things.
That's exactly
if you look at their
thing. They're two complete, exactly how they were born. Godzilla is a product of the nuclear bomb. Gamera isn't. Gamera was awoken by a nuclear bomb. You could do that, but you can even say that, well, let's say global warming is something, and he's thawed out from ice. He's just a monster. He's just a dinosaur, you know?
Well, hang on. Let me throw this out there. What if we didn't even bring the Showa Gamera into this? What if it was just like the Heisei series? And well, here's the thing. With the whole classic supervillain superhero motif of the two sides of the same coin, if they have similar origins, it's always more interesting because they both pick different life paths despite their same origin. With Godzilla and Gamera, if you look at their Heisei incarnations, they were both created by man, but their purpose was totally different.
Whoa.
The nuclear weapons were built to destroy, and Gamera himself was built to protect, to clean up the mess that the Atlanteans, quote-unquote, made, which was the Gauss. Gamera is almost like the janitor in Guardian of the Universe, where he's just cleaning up the mess of the Atlanteans. So Gamera would just view Godzilla in the same way he does the Gauss, as a mistake. And Godzilla would view Gamera as just as bad as an H-bomb, and just as bad as humanity, because he thinks they're worth saving. So, same origin, different purposes. Godzilla was built to destroy, and Gamera was built to save.
Well, you see, again, that's in that continuity. In my continuity, that's not how it works. But
well, no, I know, but I'm just saying in general
yeah, and another explanation you could go if you want to go with something more like the Showa Gamera. The Heisei Gamera. You could make it something like, what if the Atlanteans, they were very high tech and stuff like that, but what if they said no to technology, or a lot of technology? And therefore you could have, when Gamera returns, he sees all these buildings, he sees all these cars and stuff like that, and he's like, what the fuck is this shit? And he goes on a rampage. He's like, what is this? And then all of a sudden, again, you could just go into, here's a monster, and he's killing these humans, and that's when he says, well, wait, these humans actually aren't that different from the Atlanteans, and that's not right. So then he goes after the monster, that would make him good. You could do something like that.
Yeah, well, that's my defense for when Gamera first appears in Guardian of the Universe, and he destroys, what was it, Sendai or whatever? No, not Sendai. I believe. Yeah, the Colosseum. Because in that scene, he just tromps through that city. And I think the explanation is that he doesn't know what all that shit is, because he doesn't recognize it from his time. Mm-hmm. And then he learns, oh wait, can't do this, I'm stepping on all these people I'm supposed to be protecting. Sorry! And flies away.
What would be an interesting thing to do with Gamera is that, Gamera, he was, let's say we're going by the Heisei continuity, where he was made to protect humanity at the time. It'd be interesting to see, like, how he would react to humans of today. What if he is, what if he were to be disappointed with what humanity has become? They become this race that has like very little care, that cares very little for the world around them. And, it'd be interesting to see, how Gamera would react to that, and whether or not he will decide to protect these sorts of, this version of humanity.
Right. Well, another thing I wanted to throw out to you guys is, I think this is a good place to, because I don't want to go on a rant, because that'll be boring for you guys and for the audience. I just want to say my bare bones premise, since Adam kind of gave me a confidence boost in terms of saying it.
I'm going to say it again. I love your premise.
Thank you.
Much.
So here's I'm
jealous.
Bare bones, it doesn't change much from the Heisei series. Gamera is built by some kind of ancient civilization to defend it from other giant monsters. But here's the wrinkle. Gamera did not just go away into the obscurity of the past. Like, he's not just popping up again randomly, and now in the 90s we're just learning what him and Gauss are. No, a religion built up around Gamera and Gauss, with Gamera kind of being the pseudo-Christianity, but also kind of cult of the modern age, and Gauss is the die-hard, like, sadist, almost Scientology-level cult. And their religions come out of the fact that when the civilization that created Gamera died, some of them survived, and in kind of a nice reference to the actual legend of Atlantis, they made their way to our civilization, or what will become our civilization, and the person who recorded it was, I believe it was Plato. I think it was Plato who wrote the first book about Atlantis. And that one of these people described their civilization to him, but also told him the legend of Gamera, and that's why my first movie would be called The Legend of Gamera. And this would get passed on, and basically what Gamera is designed to do specifically is stop civilizations from falling, whatever it may be. And one of the last scenes in the prologue would be would be Plato trying to get to Gamera's tomb and awaken him because his civilization is being taken over by the Romans. And he fails. And when we go to Gamera's tomb in the present day, you see his skeleton. That would just be, I think that would be a cool bit of historical fiction there. But overall the premise is just, our modern age makes it very nice for these giant monsters from these past time to return. So you have, in the movie you would have Guiron, Barugan, Gauss, and I forgot the other one. I had one other one in there. But you have a couple of monsters. It's not just Gamera and Gauss. And the Gauss would kind of be the final monster. And Gamera is awakened to kill all these monsters because they're threatening this civilization. But the whole bare bones thing of the human cast would be that there is a giant power struggle going on between the Gauss cult and the Gamera cult. And there'd be a lot of social commentary on the current religious scandals and protests.
I just want to say that is why I fucking love your script or your idea. Sorry.
Yeah, and the Gamera and Gauss religions are basically going to war with each other, and they're basically terrorists because they're trying to wake up their respective monsters, and they're killing people to do it. There's an objective kind of scientific expedition sent out, led by this kooky old cryptozoologist. And he's going out to look for Gamera because there have been sightings that state that the legend is coming true. And basically there's going to be this really interesting scene where they're going through this screening to make sure none of them have any religious affiliation, because they could be terrorists. And even then it fails. One of the soldiers is a Gamera cult member, and he tries to kill everyone. And our main character works for the CIA, and he joins the expedition as well. But that's basically the premise. And that would be the whole thing. We wouldn't see any of Atlantis at all. It would all be through Plato's writings, and through that prologue scene where we see an older Atlantean dictating the story of Gamera to Plato. And the last line would be, "That, my friend, is the legend of Gamera," and it goes into the title with the music. And then the sequel. The first one's called The Legend of Gamera. The sequel will be called Gamera Unchained. And in this movie, because Gamera kills Gauss in the first one, in this movie, there are remnants of the Atlantean society that survived, and now they want to conquer the surface world. And they want Gamera back as a weapon. But Gamera turns on them and decides to stick with the modern civilization. And they declare war on both the surface world and on Gamera. And just like in Gamera 3, when you see all those failed Gameras, they wake up some of those failed Gameras and use them as weapons, and you get all these kind of fucked up looking Gameras with different fucked up parts on them. And I'm not quite sure how it would end. I don't have a lot of details on the sequel. It would just be Atlantis going to war with both Gamera and modern society. So it'd be kind of a war movie. And with the Gauss cult joining the Atlantean cult.
So it's kind of similar to the idea that you threw out in the live show about Gamera versus the fucked up Gamera.
Yeah! That was the title back then. Was the movie was going to be called Gamera versus the fucked up Gamera.
And it's all in Japanese.
It's all in Japanese, and no one knows. People take their kids to go see it, and they see the translation, like, oh my god! But no, the movie would be called Gamera Unchained. And then the third one, I actually want to bring in another kaiju. The third one would be Gamera versus Godzilla. And here's why. Because the Atlantean civilization loses the war, and they've lost all their monsters. But now, kind of like a James Bond type thing, they've got secret societies all over the world now trying to regain their ranks and trying to find a way to take down Gamera. And they do it by digging into Earth's past and learning about this little thing called Godzilla, who is
just this little thing,
Just this little thing called Godzilla.
Just a little thing.
Who was locked up in kind of just like in My Godzilla series, where he's locked up in the bottom of the ocean under like this, basically an underwater volcano. And using their tech, they wake him up.
You just underplay him. He's just like this little footnote in history. Oh yeah, you remember that Godzilla thing? No, I slept through that.
So then Gamera and Godzilla would fight, and because Godzilla is a threat to this civilization, that's why Gamera would feel compelled to fight him. But of course, Godzilla's different because he was created by this civilization, so Gamera would start to feel less faith in the civilization because they created Godzilla. So that would kind of be the premise of that film. But that's I've just totally ranted. I apologize. I might cut that. I might edit that part a little bit in post just to fix up some of it because it was a little long. I apologize. But that's my Gamera idea.
The only reason why you would probably edit that is for the fear of someone stealing your idea, because that was very damn well good.
Please,
Really?
Please tell me you wrote all of that down somewhere.
I did not.
Well, at least keep
keep
this
memory.
audio. Yeah, at least keep this bit of audio and keep it somewhere on your laptop, so that because what you just described right there, I'd pay top dollar to see that.
Really?
Yes.
You guys love me. You really, really love me.
They really like me.
Oh no! Oh no! He's having a Sally Field moment.
Bill, after Atragon, I would love to take on this thing, like write a.
Oh, you want to help me out? I would love some help because I'm having some trouble starting it, but I would totally be up for some help. So the first one would be called The Legend of Gamera. Second one, Gamera Unchained, which I fucking love that title. I love the word Unchained.
Now,
and then the third one would either be called Gamera vs. Godzilla or Gamera Unbound.
Now, will Gamera Unchained involve Gamera teaming up with Christoph Waltz?
I really wish. Oh, I should give him a cameo.
Dude,
him and Jamie Foxx.
You spell Gamera de Gamera.
The name's Gamera. The D is silent.
D is silent. But deadly.
De Gamera Unchained.
Gamera, have you always been alone?
SNL did a parody of that was called "De Jesus Uncrossed."
Oh, that's genius! I want to see a movie made out of that now, but you'd have to wait a couple of years. But you could so do that. That'd be genius.
He goes on a revenge story against the Romans. Great.
I like the way
the name is Jesus.
Boy.
The D is silent.
Going back to Gamera, I'm glad we're talking about our adaptations, because I actually made one of my own not too long ago, and Super DM actually read the treatment I wrote, and I actually shared this on the Toho Kaiju Nation, which now I regret, even though I got positive feedback on it. But I had a reboot established where Gamera is actually an alien. An extraterrestrial. And at first, it was just a joke. I was just playing around with it because of the whole Teenage Alien Mutant Ninja Turtles idea. I thought that if Michael Bay ever got his hands on Gamera, he would turn that into a turtle too. But then a microsecond later, I'm all like, wait, that's actually not a bad idea. Because with Gamera, I believed, and I still believe, that you can mess around with his origins, because there is no true justified origins for Gamera. It changes with each reboot. With Godzilla, it's different. You have to maintain that nuclear origin.
You have to have the H-bomb.
Well,
you can't.
Because the thing with Godzilla is that his origin is so important to the character, whereas with Gamera, it's a lot less so. As long as you keep some of the elements kind of the same, you can get away with murder.
Right. Ultimately the reason why they did what the genius they did with him in the 90s was because Shizuke Kaneko had to fucking explain that weird-ass design and those weird-ass powers. And that was the way he came up with it. Was, mystical bullshit. And then we got that genius Atlantean explanation. That's why that came about. And he actually kind of did the same thing with Godzilla in GMK.
Well, the Atlantean explanation was actually from the Japanese version of Gamera the Giant Monster. Only with the Heisei, it was actually, expanded upon.
Oh, I did not know that. I actually haven't seen the Japanese version of Gamera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was like a Atlantean reference in the original?
Yeah, but it was like they don't even go into it. They just briefly mention, he's most likely from Atlantis. Okay, moving on. That's such a fucking 50s monster movie thing to do.
Yeah. Here's this really interesting idea. We'll just pass it over. Let's go to the action scene. It won't look very good, but still.
That sucks so bad.
They mentioned that Gamera was actually just a prehistoric creature locked up in the ice.
Right. In the I kind of like the origin for Gamera in Gamera the Invincible more so than the original Japanese one, because with the Japanese one they just briefly had mentioned Atlantis and nothing more. But with the original,
right, because
I really like. Yeah, but I really like how they actually went into detail as in 50s sci-fi logic, how it's possible that Gamera was a descendant of creatures from the Precambrian era.
Right, which actually kind of makes sense, because they didn't have oxygen back then. Now, they weren't fire monsters like Godzilla Raids Again would have you believe, but, or at least Gigantus the Fire Monster, saying Godzilla Raids Again isn't fair. Let me ask you guys this. You know that scene in Gigantus the Fire Monster, the American version of Godzilla Raids Again, where they have Dr. Yamane narrating over all that fire monster bullshit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that when they were showing stock footage of the first Godzilla movie and other random dinosaur stuff?
Yeah, is that what that was? Like, where did they get that footage from?
Yeah,
That looks like
That was from the 1948 movie called shit. It was a 1948 movie, and
It was
about
called
It was called shit?
I believe
Hey,
it.
you stole my joke.
I believe it.
Shit, 1948. It's got fucking dinosaurs in it.
It's got fucking dinosaurs in it.
Pay money to see it.
Pay money.
Now.
Pay money to see shit.
but for your question, yes, it was stock footage. It was you guys know it was a common practice for American studios back
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
take stock footage, even stock music from already established movies, even though they were copyrighted by big name studios like Universal, like King Kong Godzilla.
Versus Godzilla, anyone?
It stole music from The Wolfman and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Right.
Yeah, it's stock.
Ironically,
Just
with the
pretty bad.
Universal monster in the movie.
What happened?
I said, ironically, with the universally owned kaiju in King Kong versus Godzilla. Anyone else see the vicious cycle behind that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's probably why that movie wasn't released in the Toho Masterworks collection. That pissed me off. We need a really good DVD release of King Kong vs. Godzilla, because even though I'm not crazy about the Japanese version, it's still worth seeing. It's still Godzilla. It's still worth seeing. The normal Godzilla fans, they deserve to see it because it's different enough to worth a watch. It's just, it's a lot more convoluted, but it's worth watching.
Did you know that Toho actually lost the original negatives to King Kong vs. Godzilla, and the footage you see on the Japanese version is actually taken from the U.S. version?
That's
What?
What?
Did you guys know that?
No,
Say
'cause
that
the
again. Say
Japanese
that again. That just confused the living shit out of me.
Okay,
Like
Hold the young
Inception.
Ari?
Toho lost the original negatives for the okay, I'm not sure how it happened, but I know they didn't have it anymore to restore King Kong versus Godzilla. But I'm
Right.
talking about the fight sequences. If you notice the fight
Oh, I got you. Okay.
if you notice in the fight sequences, and I went back to my Japanese copy of the original Japanese version of King Kong versus Godzilla. There's a change in color in the fight scenes. So whatever scenes were missing in the Japanese version, they just switched to the U.S. version.
Oh, that's
Well, then how did they just use the same audio from the original Japanese version or something?
No, they just use the same visual.
Yeah.
well, they would have the soundtrack though, right? Because I mean, you can buy the Akira Ifukube score for King Kong vs. Godzilla in
You
Japan.
see, they used American version DNA to fill in the Japanese sequence gaps.
Dylan, internet high five.
America. Fuck yeah.
America, we
Fuck
rip
yeah.
off other countries.
There's your
Oh, what was it? I made a joke in one of my Godzilla Palooza videos, which was like, now we're returning to the good old made in Taiwan, American USA. I think it was it was Invasion of the Astro Monster. I made that joke.
It's actually China now.
Now it's made in China, but back last year it was made in Taiwan.
See, we need to colonize Mars so we can just pollute that planet, and then everything will say made on Mars.
Oh my god. I would pay for the day I buy like a fucking like pair of jeans and it says made on Mars.
one day the Asians will rule America.
That was so random.
See,
We're talking about fucking Martians and you're just like, one day Asians are gonna rule the US.
Okay.
Bill,
most
Bill.
Americans would say that dreadfully, but Gorzard's like counting down the days.
He's
Yes,
it's on his calendar.
Are you really that surprised to hear it from David here?
No, I shouldn't be, but I kind of am because I still have him on a standard, and he just obliterates it every day.
Oh, dude. Even I would expect this
Yeah.
from David, and I've known him for a less amount of time than you.
I know.
I said this to Kaiju Noir the other day, and I said to him, I wouldn't mind being owned by an Asian.
And then
what if it's an Asian man?
And then I told him, hey, who said it was an Asian woman? And then David said,
I'm moving to Canada then. That's plan B right there. Plan A doesn't work.
Wait, so if you can't have Asians, you'll take Canadians?
They're really
Canadian.
They're really polite, so.
I said I'm moving to Canada.
You were like, oh, fuck that.
So it's either ass rape or maple syrup. Take your pick. Choose here, kids. Ass rape or maple syrup. That's oh my god.
It depends. If it's light maple syrup, then I'll take the ass rape. But if
hang
it's
on.
maple syrup, then I'll definitely take.
That's Canada's new fucking slogan. It's either ass rape or maple syrup. Take your pick.
No, that's Vermont.
It's
really
People's
Vermont.
Republic of Vermont.
Thank you. I'm not the only one who says the People's Republic.
Maple syrup and free healthcare.
Trading in the Year of the Dragon for the Year of the Moose.
Yeah.
The Year of the Moose, the Canadian version.
Like you've never had.
There's a Canadian calendar, and it's just all like fucking Canadian. Like fucking, there's one of them is Bigfoot.
See, like this is why you've never had giant monsters attack Canada. They're too nice.
Yeah, that's why they don't.
Like Godzilla, he goes over there. He's like, you know what? Nah, they don't.
You're a good kid. You're a good kid.
They just talk him out of it.
Oh, hey, Godzilla, what are you doing here, eh? Oh, you want some maple syrup and free healthcare?
You know, what if they had their own kaiju that was just a giant moose that just, like, defends Canada?
That's Kaiju, yeah.
He's the Gamera of fucking Canada.
You give him a terrible name like Moosla or something.
Moosla.
Canada Gamera. There's your
The
clue.
science is sound.
Right.
The science is sound. It is possible. The science is sound.
It doesn't sound...
Gamera,
It doesn't...
guardian of the maple syrup. Or, I mean, Moosla, sorry.
Moosla,
Zazubaar.
guardian of
It's
the
not
maple
as...
syrup.
It's not as cheesy
No,
sounding as...
Bill, no, it shouldn't be that. It should be Gamera, guardian of the maple leaf.
No, Moosla, guardian of the maple
Moosla,
leaf.
guardian of the maple leaf. There we go.
It's like Captain
Moosla.
America. He's got a giant shield that's like punching fucking other kaiju in the face.
Yeah. Bow
Moosla,
before
the demons
Moosla.
from outer space.
Moosla and the demons from outer space.
Now, see, here's the thing, though. Moosla actually doesn't sound as cheesy as Roachra from Star Godzilla.
But to be fair, that was a joke. Well, so is this. Oh, the science of sound, Dylan. The science of sound.
It is most sounds, yes.
Oh my god. See, would Canada even be able to put up some kind of a defense against a Godzilla attack? Like, their military...
Yes, they have Moosla.
No,
They have Moosla.
they literally killed him with kindness.
They killed him with kindness. That's why the Joker has never fucked with Canada, because they're too nice. He's just like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna keep fucking with Gotham some more.
Just to throw out an...
Punch.
Just to throw out an Invader Zim reference, all Moosla has to do is start eating in front of Godzilla, and then he just gets really creeped out. And
I love you. I love Invader Zim so much.
Does he have like a second
Have
mouth like
function,
the
or you
aliens?
could share a room with a moose.
a room with a moose.
Yeah. Say his moosey fate. Say his moosey fate. Your moosey fate. Love Invader Zim. One of the funniest shows ever.
He shares a room with Moosla. It's like a giant, like, white clean room. Hey.
Like,
Hey!
Godzilla's like cowering in the corner, just because like Moosla has his like dead stare in his eyes.
Not the moose, and he's just chewing on his cod. He's just like.
It turns out that the whole point of Dimension Tide is to send Godzilla to a room with a moose.
Oh my god! Godzilla wakes up, and he's just like, oh, what happened? Goddamn humans. He wakes up, there's a moose there. Hey, how you doing, eh?
Well, I just want to
My
say
name's
that
Moosla.
ending right there makes a lot more sense than the ending to Mass Effect 3. I'm just going to say that right now. But anyways.
I thought you loved that ending.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense. I love it, but that's just because I love fuck you endings.
Oh, so it's like Avengers for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, Moosla will be Godzilla's Canadian roommate.
We're actually going to write a script of this and actually send it to the Canadian Film Bureau and see what happens.
they make it and they don't get sued.
We need to start a contest. People in the audience that do art, design Moosla.
Design Moosla.
Yeah, people in the audience who draw.
Design Moosla.
Yes.
Guys.
Make sure you incorporate the maple leaf into his
Wait.
design.
Is the A just an A or is it an AH?
A.
Okay.
I think it's
AA. Because then we can go Moosla AA, or the Moosla A, Moosla A, or Moosla
So
A.
it should be Moosle. It should be Moosle.
Moosla. Moosla. There we go. Moosla A. Moosla, the triple AAA.
I'm Moose. No, that'd be a great bit in the fucking movie. Is Godzilla's just like, what's your name?
Oh, look, man.
My name's Moosle.
The
Your name is Moosle, eh?
Oh, it's not Moosla, it's Moosla.
The problem with this contest is we need a prize for the person that designs Moosla.
God.
What's their prize is they get a free bucket of plane jizz.
You hear
And they would
that,
have to
Moosla, and you'll get a
self-correct
bucket of plane
big
jizz shipped directly to you by plane. Yes, you have to retrieve it yourself.
You have to retrieve it yourself, like we mentioned earlier.
Retrieve it from Big Jake. Trust me, I know from experience.
Yeah, Kaiju Noir knows what it's like to retrieve plane jizz from Big Jake.
I just finished about like 20 minutes ago. I have the bucket right here with me.
How long did your shower take afterwards?
I'd rather not get into that. It's very, very disgusting.
Here's my
How
question.
clogged-
Did Big Jake do what he does to the other people and make you dress up as JJ?
Because I know that many people have had that experience, and we're really sorry about that. We were trying to kick him off it, but he won't quit. He can't quit JJ.
I was in the shower. I'm in the shower, like curled up into a bowl. I'm like,
It's like fucking Casino Royale. You're just sitting there.
it's all gonna be okay. It's all working.
It's all going to be okay. Oh, my God.
JJ the jet plane. JJ the jet plane. That's not me.
Oh, yeah, and so then you have to
jet
fly.
plane.
You have
That's
to,
not
oh,
me.
man, that could be a good psychological thriller. Like, suddenly he has to go on this plane, and he's like, oh, my God, because he's got to go to, like, Japan or something. And, of course, he's just gone out of this huge psychological problem where he just got raped by a plane. And so, therefore, he sees JJ on the wing of this plane, tearing apart the plane. And he's like, oh, gremlins.
No. What if this takes place?
Do you guys know what I'm spoofing?
Twilight Zone.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Okay,
There's-
thanks.
I think
There's
Thank
something
you.
on the wing.
There's something on the wing.
Something on the wing.
I love that video because the most liked comment says, "This is the best. This is the best Jim Carrey impersonation by William Shatner ever."
Hang on. I gotta throw this out there before I forget it. This takes place. Okay, so this takes place in the JJ the jet plane universe.
That we established.
It's just constant flashbacks to just those faces.
Then like,
And
you know that scene from that episode where like he opens the window and he sees like the gremlin's face right in front of him. He opens the window, it's the helicopter's face.
he's just like, oh, and he jumps out of the plane and fucking kills himself.
You guys, if I might just be very serious for a minute, you have to be very careful when it comes to sex with airplanes because you will not get crabs, but you could possibly get snakes. They are much worse. It is a serious problem.
You could also get really bad rust, so that's another problem. Watch out for that. It
well,
really hurts.
no, it's not AIDS. It's just tetanus. It's just tetanus.
Okay,
Make sure you don't fuck with him and then you open wounds.
Here's something I'm wanting to share with you guys throughout the whole podcast. We need to open like a Kickstarter account and sell a line of T-shirts with JJ the Jet Plane, Big J.
It's gonna be JJ the Jet. No, it's JJ the Jet Plane meets Moosla.
Moosla and JJ,
and then like a bromance can start. And so then they fight.
They're gay lovers.
Because JJ and Moosla definitely exist in the same universe. There's just no doubt.
Well, they're both made by Canadians, so it makes sense.
Yes! Wait, Dylan, rock some science on these fools with the action. Because remember, on the last podcast, I shared my anecdote about that weird time in JJ the Jet Plane where they were done in stop motion. Dylan, drop some science on these fools.
Oh, yes, he was correct. That actually happened. If you go read the Wikipedia article, it's like the third paragraph under history.
And what do they explain?
that that it was done in models in the same style as Thomas the Tank Engine.
Hang on. You know what? You just disappointed me. Now I got to actually look this up. You guys talk for a minute and don't get off topic.
You know, someone must really like JJ the Jet Plane in order to put that on Wikipedia.
I know. Somebody must really be like, oh, JJ the Jet Plane, I can't live without my JJ the Jet Plane. It's like their crack cocaine. It's like
they personally sell bootleg copies of the whole series on DVD and Blu-ray.
I think this is going to be. This is going to become a normal thing with the SOS podcast. It always goes back to JJ the Jet Plane.
Damn you, Bill!
Wait, hang on. Here it is. Okay, this is the third paragraph down. Before the well-known animated series, there was a short non-animated series made in 1995 where the plane characters were live-action films of real models and human characters were of crafted models. That sentence, the grammar is not sound in that sentence. They did not talk, but had the same personalities. How does that make sense?
I guess their faces move or something?
That is frightening.
No, Bill, it makes sense. Let's be fair. Tom and Jerry hardly ever talk, but they have personalities.
Right, but they're fucking planes. How do they have personalities if they don't talk and they have faces?
Well, I don't know.
Is it like Thomas, where there's like a fucking like narrator and shit?
I think it said there was a narration, didn't it?
Oh wait, oh wow, that's the next sentence. The original series was narrated similarly to early episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine or Theodore Tugboat. It contained 3 videos: JJ's First Flight, Old Oscar Leads the Parade, and Tracy's Handy Hideout.
What parade are they talking about there?
What parade is Old Oscar marching at? But also Tracy's Handy Hideout.
Is his hideout in the middle of the woods where no one can hear you?
Where no one can hear you scream.
You would much rather go to Tracy's Handy Hideout than to have birthday surprise.
Also, listen to this terrible pun. These 3 episodes were known as the pilot series.
Oh God! Yay!
Fuck these fucks.
Fucking up.
These guys are obviously geniuses and very weak writers.
We got a badass over here.
These people should be writing the Moosla Godzilla crossover.
I mean, really, to think of a name like the pilot series, these must be the same geniuses that came up with That's a Lot of Fish or Freeze in Hell.
Ha ha ha.
Oh shit.
Where starships are made to fly.
That was so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Adam just outright says what everyone is thinking. Did you guys ever grow up on Theodore Tugboat though? Because I remember that as well.
Yes, definitely. I remember. It was one of those shows that I think it was on Saturday mornings before Fox Kids would start. And
yeah, it was.
And I definitely always remembered watching it because like back then I would wake up around like I don't know how, but I woke up around like 6 o'clock in the morning. And there would always be a line of shows that would happen before the Fox Kids block, like Garfield and Friends, Captain Planet, Ninja Turtles, and Theodore Tugboat. And I was like
Captain Planet.
And I was like
our hero.
Back then I was like a big, huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine because like before I was a Godzilla fan, I was a Thomas the Tank Engine fan, and so I really liked Theodore Tugboat because of like the similar use of models and storytelling.
Right, storytelling in quotes.
Actually, it's years since I've looked back on either show, so I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe they're actually really deep. Maybe they're like Batman TAS and they're actually really deep. We're just not giving them enough credit.
No. I think we're just missing it. No. I think JJ the Jet Plane is that dark too. I just think we're missing a lot of the underlying themes because
we made JJ the Jet Plane dark.
No, I think we just expanded upon what was already hinted at.
If I ever watch an episode of JJ the Jet Plane again, I'm going to think of what we've been talking about, and I'm just going to be like, wow, this show's really fucked up.
We should do a commentary on an episode of JJ the Jet Plane.
We should do a commentary on an episode.
Oh my god, guys.
We should do
for the 10th episode of the Sons of Serizawa podcast, we're going to do a live commentary on one of the episodes of JJ the Jet Plane.
I vote for Big Dick.
For our logo, instead of the the oxygen destroyer on the flag, it's a picture of JJ the jet plane for that.
Yeah, if someone gives us... Okay, guys, serious competition here. If you guys give us really good fan art of JJ and Moosla, we will give you something.
Don't forget
I
that.
just absolutely love the Moosla. I was just like, why? It sounds a bit like coleslaw, and I fucking love coleslaw. So
These are official mascots.
So guys,
You guys, we just
let your
legit
creativity work.
invented a kaiju. You guys.
we just legit invented a kaiju.
We just created a kaiju.
We just created a kaiju. We could make a kaiju group.
Yes.
And it's this
Tattoos.
incredibly.
What's that one? Oh, that's Moosla.
Oh,
Who
that's
the fuck
Moosla.
is Moosla?
Fuck is Moosla? It's a
incredibly-
Canadian kaiju.
Created by the Sons of
You've
Serizawa.
never heard of the Canadian kaiju? The defender of the maple leaf.
It's just this incredibly like indie, like underground kaiju, kind of like the McGangbang is for McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dylan. Oh my God. We won't even talk about that.
Also, please all chip in money so we can get Moosla in the upcoming video game Kaiju Combat.
Yes.
Yes, we need to have Matt Frank draw him.
Oh, if Matt Frank heard this podcast, please draw Moosla, the Canadian kaiju.
Moosla, the Canadian kaiju.
that sounds like a kid's show in and of itself. Moosla, the Canadian kaiju.
Draw it and put it on a T-shirt, and we will love you forever.
No, if you come up with fan art for Moosla, the Canadian kaiju, or the dark origin of JJ the jet plane, we will. What can we give them, guys?
A guest spot on the show?
A swift kick in the ass. No, I'm kidding.
You guys will get. Okay, you will get. All right, this is maybe this won't say much, but and we lost Adam, so he won't be able to comment on this because this involves him too. But he can comment on it when he gets back. On my end, you will get a copy of the DVD of Werewolf Crawl Place.
Nice.
I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but that's what you'll get. That, and I'll also throw in, I don't know, what should I throw in there?
10 copies of Compound of Chaos, because I'm pretty sure Adam would agree to that.
Well, hang on. I was gonna say that, but I don't know if he's gonna be for that, so I want him to say that.
That's why I exaggerated by saying 10 copies.
Right, 10 copies.
Have early morning game shows taught you nothing? You have to throw in a new car.
It's a
You'll
little,
get a whale.
It's a little Hot Wheels car.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a good idea. I'll throw in a Hot Wheels car.
No, we will go on eBay and buy them a model of JJ the jet plane.
You'll get a free toy of JJ the jet plane
With our autographs, if that's of any worth.
and we'll autograph it.
Yeah, Bill can autograph it.
Yeah, we'll autograph it.
We'll all autograph it because we would have to mail it to everybody.
Right. Imagine your parents they see the JJ's jet plane. It's like, you got that in the mail? What have you been ordering, son?
Creepy.
Mom, it's not what you think, Mom and Dad.
Oh, you will also win a 3-night stay.
Oh.
You will also win a 3-night stay in a luxurious room with a moose.
You'll get to live with Moosla, and Adam has returned.
So Jesus fucking Christ! So you hang up on me as soon as I call. Jesus, dick.
No. I was in another call, fuckface.
Fucking shit tit.
Fucking
I'm
douchebag.
gonna fucking piss in your mouth and it's gonna taste like blueberries.
I'm gonna blow my load all over your insides.
Let's get ready to rumble!
No homo. By the way, no homo.
Oh, by the way, no homo.
It doesn't work that way. You can't say whatever you want and then follow it up with no homo.
Adam, I'm going to fuck you in the eyeball.
That is
By the way,
I will fuck your mouth so hard. Your
By the
jaw
way, no homo.
come off.
By the way, no homo.
By the way, no homo.
Bill,
Sorry,
Bill,
what wound up happening, somebody chatted me on Facebook and it messed everything up. And
that's okay.
And he was talking to me about Kinji Fukusaku, and I was like, nobody has ever talked to me about Kinji Fukusaku. You know who Kinji Fukusaku is?
No.
And I was like, oh, finally somebody knows who
Adam,
Fukusaku is.
Did you give up on us for that douchebag?
Yeah.
Get out. Go in the corner that I was sitting in. Go in the corner that I
Go
was sitting in.
into the corner
Go in
where
the
he
corner.
was. Here's the dunce cap. I'm handing it to you
Here's
through the
the dunce
internet.
cap.
He left.
And he left again.
He actually left. He went
An
in the
asshole.
corner.
But Bill,
No, I need him now because I have to pitch this idea to him.
Bill, you know that the video Milan did, the elephant thing.
Fuck.
What if he ended that with no homo?
Wait, what video?
The video that Milan made, the elephant thing,
Oh God.
and at the end,
Stop! I will hunt you down.
Well, that's what you get for sending Adam to the corner.
All right, you're out of the corner. Take off the dunce cap.
As I said,
You're out of the dunce. Take off the dunce cap and put it on Dylan. Dylan, you're in the corner.
There is one rule with Adam Noyce. Don't fuck with Adam Noyce. And
All right,
there are two things. There are two things you need to know about me, Bill. One,
What?
don't touch me. And two, don't touch me.
I did
All
my
right,
answer.
All right, hang on. So I'm legit about this contest. If someone and you missed it because you're being a fucking prick. Okay, so listen. Okay, so with this contest, if you submit good art of Moosla and the dark JJ the jet plane, and that doesn't mean the black JJ the jet plane, that means the dark JJ the jet plane.
So, like, cum coming out of his mouth.
Yeah,
That turtle. Don't forget that turtle.
emphasis on the word good.
and that turtle.
It's a kid's picture.
Family picture.
All right, hang on. So, you will get a free copy of Werewolf of Carl Place.
You also get a free copy of Season 1 of Totally Stupid Shit 101, and you'll get a free copy of Lake of Death. How about that?
That sounds like a good plan. You will also get, what else can I give them for free? Because you threw in 2. Alright, so now I gotta throw in 2. Fuck, you fucking raised the bar, and now I have to reach it.
What?
So
No. I'm just doing this to completely promote myself. I'm not doing this because I like the people. Oh wait, did I just say that on the air? Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I have to cut it out. God damn it. So you get a free copy of Werewolf Car Place, Totally Stupid Shit, and Lake of Death, which will get you ready for Compound of Chaos.
Fucking right. Get ready for Compound of Chaos.
Hang on, we're not done yet. We can run for about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up. So yeah, artwork of Moosla and JJ, maybe a T-shirt design for Sons of Serizawa in general. So yeah, that's it. So you do that, you get those things, and you gotta obviously PM Adam and I your address so we can actually send them to you.
And also, I know it probably won't count for anything, but I will definitely sign the copy of TSS 101 for you.
Yeah, and we'll obviously sign it. Whatever we do send. I know what it was. Okay, I did actually throw in a second thing. I'm gonna find a toy of JJ the jet plane and send it to them.
Oh, that's smart. I like it. I like it. And then you're gonna sign it and say thanks for fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it.
And then you're gonna say thanks for fucking my childhood.
Yes. We actually have to wait now because Dylan is fucking BRB.
Fuck Bill. Oh, Jesus. It's all because he has a dunce cap on. See, I just don't like the idea of the dunce cap. I just don't.
Why don't you like the concept of the dunce cap? What's your problem with the dunce cap?
Because the dunce cap is very discriminatory towards old Europe.
What?
Oh, all right, hang on. Explain.
Dunce was created in old Europe. That's the whole joke. Like,
Right, but doesn't dunce mean idiot?
yeah, it does. That's the. I was being an idiot by stating. Never mind. It completely fell on its face because you people aren't historians.
No, I get the joke. It just wasn't a joke when you said it. Adam, you're lucky we're ending in a couple of minutes because otherwise I would send you back to the corner.
And then he would leave.
But I'm not sending you to the corner. You're good. You get a free pass this time.
You're fucking right to get a free pass. Adam Noyce always gets a free pass when it comes to going to the corner.
Instead, we're sending you to a room with a moose.
And instead, you're gonna.
And I will suffer my moosey fate.
Your moosey fate.
So you'll have to spend a week with Moosla and kind of train him because he's not housebroken yet.
So Moosla would be like Hartman's Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do the thing where you like climb on top of him and do like the cat thing.
Hey there, Moosla. Oh, is that a tick? Jesus, you got a lot of ticks.
David, what can you offer the people if they win this contest?
Uh,
Oh, I put him on the spot intentionally because you have nothing to offer.
While he's thinking of his, can I tell what I have to offer?
Yes, what do you have to offer?
My sincerest congratulations.
No, Dylan will congratulate you in his Southern gentleman voice.
Yes.
So I thought you were gonna say like a bottle full of
A bottle full of dreams.
a bottle full of dreams or something. Yeah,
thing that
that's good. Or either that like a bottle full of your special goo.
Here's the thing. My thing.
Dylan,
My thing.
now wait. Don't do that, please, because then we'll lose our Sons of Serizawa license, because we have those now.
No, but listen. My thing that I always tell people when they achieve something is, what do you want, a cookie? So I will send you a cookie.
I will.
All right, fine.
Cookie.
Now you can't eat it.
No, but by the time it gets to you, it'll be probably be disgusting. But you know what? It's a cookie.
So, all right. So now you have to give Dylan your address so he can take a bite out of a cookie and put it in the box.
I just love the way how he said it. It was like it's probably going to be disgusting, but.
So you can either choose between that or my sincerest congratulations. I mean.
So you can pick between one of those. But if you do pick it, he does have to take a bite of a cookie, put it in a box, and send it to you.
Oh God.
And put it, wrap it up in a napkin and sign it.
You, sir, are a saint.
David, what the fuck can you offer the people? What the fuck can you offer them?
A signed copy. A signed copy.
I'm greedy, so I ain't offering shit.
All right, David will offer you his. All right, fine. How about this? What if you put it? Can they post it on the Toho Nation?
All right.
That's what Dave's giving you. He's giving you exposure.
And he's also apparently going to send you a box. Contained within is his shit.
Oh man,
congratulations! You are now Gorsard 11.
Oh.
All right, now how about this? What if you upload the soundtrack to their choice?
To give.
Yeah, there's an idea. Upload the soundtrack of their choice. There's an actual prize, people. Okay, now I'm not just joking around.
You're Gorsard 11.
David, what about uploading the soundtrack of their choice?
Huh?
What if the winner you upload the soundtrack of their choice?
They're gonna request those from me regardless. I'm gonna offer them this instead. I am gonna make a trophy out of a stick. Just tape a sign over it saying you did it.
that congratulations sign from that big rigs truck. Your winner.
You did, no, it doesn't even say you did it. It just says you did okay, and he signs it.
Oh no! It should say like you've done good.
No, because it has to be you did okay, so that way it's just mediocre.
Right,
No, Adam.
Better.
Adam will appreciate this. You send them a meme, and it's just the scene from South Park where they're in the hybrids, and the guy's like, "Good for you."
I smell a winner.
Oh God. All right, guys. So,
now that we've made this the most unappealing contest possible.
so you're gonna get shit or a really crappy sign. You decide.
But at least Gorsard cares.
Yeah, at least he's gonna make something. No, but seriously, if you do provide us with good Moosla and JJ art, we will send you the things we mentioned earlier. The TSS 101, the Lake of Death, and the Werewolf of Crow Place, and the JJ the Jet Plane toy.
Which we have to double check to make sure those exist.
I actually think I have one.
Really?
Yeah, I think I do. So I'll find that somewhere.
That's slightly creepy.
Well, it's from childhood, asshole.
Fuck childhood.
Fuck childhood.
Never had a childhood, so fuck you.
We did that in the last video.
We fucked childhood in the last video, Adam.
In case we run the whole JJ the Jet Plane to the ground,
Yeah, we'll just kill the JJ the Jet
In
Plane
case,
joke.
we're going to take it out back and put it out of its misery.
The next show we will never stop talking about Captain Planet.
Oh,
Captain Planet is next.
That is, they will never. No one will ever. Oh, fuck that shit.
Everybody come back next time for the dark origins of Captain Planet.
That's the cliffhanger. All right, you know what? We're actually going to end it there.
Yes.
We're going to end it there. So come back next time for the dark origin of Captain Planet.
Same bat time, same bat cast.
Yes.
Will the dark origin be revealed?
Join next time with the Sons of Serizawa. The science is so sound.
Or will we just completely forget about the whole thing?
Yeah, that's...
Or we'll just not remember because actually I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you guys about this after we stop recording. We might not be able to do it on the normal day.
You know there are 5 weekends in this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're almost through all of them.
That's true.
Anyway,
so your argument is invalid.
So your point is invalid.
My science is not sound.
Your science is not sound.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Shame.
Where's the dunce cap?
Adam, can you hand him the dunce cap, please?
I gave it back to him a long time ago. You fucking lost it?
you cocksucker. We needed that for next time.
I will make another one.
He'll make it out of paper mache. It'll look really bad. Anyways, so last minute promotions. Adam, you want to pimp cock? You want to pimp cock?
He's talking about your movie, Adam. He's talking about your movie.
Okay. Oh yeah, cock. All right, that cock.
Yeah, that cock, the big cock.
Well, whatever. No matter how much it fucks you, you're always going to want to come back for seconds, cock.
It's not
so. Let's just say it's coming along. It's coming along good. She said, Jesus Christ, no matter what I say, it's going to sound like a fucking dirty joke. You can buy it for $15 in pre-order. I accept checks. Just write them out to Adam Noyce, and if you want them, email me at noiceadam92@gmail.com, one word, all lowercase, and you will get cock.
And that's
big, humongous noise scope cock.
Because as he said last time, cock is huge.
Cock is huge. I mean, it completely blows.
Pun intended. It will blow your mind.
It will blow your dick. It will blow
Adam,
your...
Is it safe to say that the cock is growing?
The cock is growing.
Okay, so Compound of Chaos is coming.
Oh my.
I tell you, it's not going to help anything at all. Just...
Cock is coming.
Whatever. Cock is coming. The cock is coming.
You guys going to put a tagline on your tee?
That's the t-shirt. Cock is coming. Hard.
It's going to get covered in my white goo.
With a vengeance.
Dylan, pimp your shit.
Oh yeah, new series on my channel coming soon, Kaiju Spotlight. Also look out for the DBZ animated movie reviews that me and Bill will be doing in the near future.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing those soon. David, anything you want to pimp or no?
I actually want to pimp Kaiju Noir right now. Did you do your Joe Swanson impression?
Yes, he did.
Do it again.
Yeah, that was at the beginning of the video. You missed it, man.
Okay, hang on. Before you do that, Kaiju Noir, let me just say this. Thank you so much for coming on. You killed it, man. You absolutely killed it.
Oh, thank God. I was kind of nervous coming on here. I was thinking, will I be able to have the same amount of chemistry with you guys as you have with each other? And I'm so very happy to hear that. I'm very happy that you allowed me to join your organization. It's been an incredible time, and I really hope that this is that we'll hopefully be able to keep this going.
Sure, you are now an official member of the Sons of Serizawa.
Mr. Kaiju Noir, flattery will get you everywhere.
You see, cocksucking won't get you very far in other companies. In the Sons of Serizawa, the jizz flies. Anyway.
I guess that's what happens when you're the new guy.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. No, but I know you post reviews and the sort, so is there anything you want to pimp out? Anything coming soon?
Oh, sure. I'm currently working on my review for Pulgasari, the North Korean cash-in for Godzilla. I often do reviews with my friend Pete on the recent movies that come out in theaters. And I hopefully in the near future, I also plan on reviewing not just movies but television shows as well. While my movie reviews are mostly like focused on giant monsters, I think my television reviews will be mostly focused on giant robot shows. So there's something to look forward to with that.
Awesome. I'm really excited.
Oh.
If you haven't subscribed to Kaiju Noir, the fuck's wrong with you? Go do it. He's a fantastic YouTuber. He deserves a bigger fan base than he's got. And hopefully being a part of the podcast will pimp him out. So go ahead and subscribe. Dylan, you going to say something?
Bill, one more thing to pimp out, and it's not even something that I did, and I'm going to need you to put the link in the description, but you'll know what I'm talking about. There is a video on that guy with the glasses that if you are a Godzilla fan, you owe yourself to go watch. It is the Italian version of the original Gojira, and
I saw it.
And it is something to behold.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It's something else. So go check that out in the description, or actually I'll put it as an annotation. And that's actually easier. So click on the logo of the Sons of Serizawa, and you can go check that out. In terms of myself, I mean, actually right now, probably the most recent thing I'm going to be doing is those DBZ reviews with Dylan. Obviously the Godzilla gang, working on that. It's probably not going to come up before I go on vacation like I wanted to, but if not, afterwards, definitely. Because it's basically done. I just have to put the finishing touches on it and get the last voice acting. Because everyone has it. Because Adam, you did yours, I did mine, Ian did his, Milan did his, and then I think that's it, actually. Oh, no, I have to get some live action stuff, actually, with a friend of mine. So almost done. So that's coming as well. And coming hard. And Werewolf Crawl Place, I'm working on DVDs for, so I don't know how those are going to function, really. I'm definitely not charging money for them just because it's got copyrighted stuff on there, so I can't. So those will be free whenever they do happen. It'll be after this contest thing is over, if it actually goes anywhere, if anyone actually submits stuff, so we'll see. But in terms of other stuff, just look out for other stuff in the future. Look out for the next episode of Zcast coming. I'm trying to get a guest for that as we speak, and it looks like it's going to be someone equally as big as Captain Logan and equally as interesting, so look forward to that. And we already have Adam coming on at some point. That'll be cool. Yeah, that's about it. So that's about it for the second episode of the Sons of Serizawa. I'm Zazubaar.
I'm Gorazard.
I'm Adam.
I'm Super TM64. Adam, you just fucked our shit up. We agreed to work on this.
Yeah.
Hang on, we didn't at all. Okay, so it's the order.
I'll go last.
Okay, it's the order we did last time. Now plus Kaiju Noir. Okay, everyone got it? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm Zazubaar.
I'm Gorazard.
I'm Adam Nice.
I'm Super DM64.
I'm Kaiju Noir.
And the science is most sound.